What's up, Knife Tube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. Maybe. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take the SPY27. Knife's seen some work this week, but on the last sharpening I didn't do all that great of a job. Just put an edge on it and let it go. Well, I want to go ahead and set the bevel at my angle, get it cleaned up, get this knife in tip-top shape. Actually, we're going to just use a little bit of Windex. We got some 100 micron film. Now, the purpose of me doing the film is just to show you how this steel really does respond well to practically any abrasive. This is aluminum oxide, of course. So we're going to go ahead and set this to we're going to reprofile it. We're going to do it on this 100 micron film. Whoops, slipping off on me, damn it. You'll see, yeah. This really is a fantastic steel for out working on the farm, homestead, around the shop, in the warehouse, whatever the case. SPY27 is a phenomenal steel. It's a really good user steel. It's not no ultra high edge retention steel. Okay, now how's that? That's what I'm talking about. All right, now we got all my scratch pattern. Looking good. Dropped it probably to about 15 degrees per side. We got a nice consistent bevel. As you can see, this 100 micron film don't bullshit. It will remove steel. While this isn't no super wear resistant steel, it's still a pretty wear resistant steel, and it's ran fairly hard. And this 100 micron film just reprofiled it quick. Yeah, now I dropped it down to from about 17 to about 15 degrees per side that quick. Very nice. Now we got a nice consistent scratch pattern. Don't know if y'all can see, We're going to go over to the 60 micron and probably just finish it on 60 micron, actually. It's going to give a nice aggressive edge. It'll perform good. On this steel. Okay. Just going to use nice light pressure. But as you can see, alumina has no problem handling this steel. We've already got the scratch pattern called up. Looking nice. That cleared up that 100 micron scratch pattern very quickly with little effort. Beautiful. Okay, here's where we're at. You're not going to be able to see it, can you? Well, I don't know how well that shows up for y'all, but we got a nice, pretty, very consistent scratch pattern. So we're just going to deburr. We're just going to finish it on this 60. This steel deburrs very nicely. It already feels pretty well deburred. Now we'll just make a couple edge leading, alternating deburring passes with lighter and lighter pressure. That's probably pretty well deburred. Paper towel. There may be some little teeny fragments on there, but for the most part, that's going to be deburred. Let's move this out of the way. Let's see, just off the stones. Will it cut an unsupported paper towel? No. Not cleanly. Not terrible, but not cleanly. That's no problem. That means there's little burr fragments. We're just going to go to 7.5 micron. Okay. Okay. Now we should be pretty free of any burr fragments. Oh yeah, look at there. Let me get another piece. Yes. Not terrible. I mean, for a very coarse edge, you know, like for a very coarse edge, that's definitely not bad. Remember, that's a 60 micron edge. Like, it's not just going to push cut through free hanging paper towel, but it will cut it. But keep in mind that's a 60 micron edge. Beautiful. Oh, there might be a little burr fragment right there, I feel. Yes. Okay, I do feel a little bit of burr on here. Okay, let's hop over to the 5 micron. Let's make a couple passes. Okay. Couple passes on quarter micron. Okay. See where we're at now. Beautiful. So very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Plenty of tooth. But nice and sharp. Yep. Oops. But with plenty of bite. See, it's nice and keen, but plenty of bite. That's what we want. No slick edges here. Yep, excellent edge. Like I say, keep in mind, yes, it's supported, so that's not no scalpel sharp edge, but it's 60 microns. And it would, to some extent, slice a free hanging paper towel. That's clean right there. But it's just not quite fine enough to just cut right through it. But to some extent, that is cutting, you know, a free hanging paper towel. That's not. But for a 60 micron edge, I'm definitely not going to complain. I could take it finer and clean that up. You know, remember that 60 micron edge, there's serious tooth. Like you have some rather large teeth off a 60 micron abrasive. But that is exactly how I want this edge to perform. I want high, I want it to be nice and keen. So if I'm, you know, cutting something that I need to push cut, it's going to do well. But when I'm cutting something that's fibrous, which is I cut a lot, I want aggression. And that is exactly what we have right here. Now this is a perfect user edge on an excellent EDC steel. So these films, they are pretty awesome. And for steels that don't have, you know, tons of super hard carbide, these films are fantastic. They really are. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for spending the past 17 minutes with me, and have a good day.